Welcome, Sacred Spiritual Healer channel. Just finished the meditation and clearing all the cards, shuffling them off, and we are ready to begin as soon as I move them. Okay, we're going to start this off today a little different. We're going to bring some messages for you that Spirit wants you to know before we begin the actual collective read. Thank you, Spirit. These will resonate with the read that comes out later. Alright, so to start off with, Spirit wants you to look at 5. 5 is a very spiritual number. It's a change. When you see 555, that's Spirit working on change in your life. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So remove yourself from worry, remove yourself from negativity, release. This is a perfect time. The veil is thin. It's in the waning moon cycle. We have a new moon coming up soon. And to blossom like the butterfly, right now if you're feeling stuck like in a cocoon, your spirits are around you, angels are around you to help you release the things that no longer serve you. Release to the ethers your worries, your fears, and your negative emotions, and release those people that bring those feelings up in you. So it's a 5 of summer. Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. So while you may be inexperienced in your journey, on this journey, remember Spirit is with you. The fairies are with you, your spirit guides are all around you, trying to help you see the beauty that is available to you in this dark forest. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. 10 of Spring. 10 again is an excellent number. You see the 10s in a row, it's usually the 1s that you break down to a 1. So it's 111 as you're using your intuition and listening to your spirit guides. Ask for help from others, including spirit. All work and no play being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Listen to your spirit guide. Release, again, 3. Number 13 breaks to a 4. She's very intuitive, reading, using her third eye and her crown chakras open, listening to divine source and her spirit guides around her as she walks through the beautiful garden here. Let go of the past, walk away from it. An ending that makes way for new beginnings. Time to move on. Yes. Release the old and welcome the new. The Hermit, again, she's playing with her energy. She knows her strengths. She knows, this reminds me of the Hermit is going within and listening to her spirit guides and her inner knowing, her inner self. Find or be a mentor to someone new. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Spirit wants you to. This is a number 9. 9 also, when we get the 999, that's the ending, the change. That's about, well, not the change, but the, number 10 is the exact ending, 0 being the new beginning. 9 is saying that ending is near, just take one more step forward in your spiritual growth. Be in your spiritual path on your mission while you're going in hermit stage. 15 breaks down to a 6. This is your ego. Number 6 is when we get the 666. or 4 6s, whatever. It's just to take a step back or a pause in your thinking and ask yourself, of this ego, is this really the way you want to move forward, or is this something you should move forward away from? The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Again, release your fear, release your worry, and we shouldn't be in ego or in tuned with material things, right? Because when we depart this earth, we can't take those material objects with us. You have another 5 of autumn. Helping the boy here reminds me of helping one's inner child, healing one's inner child. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Oh, thanks. Feeling challenged by money issues. This is autumn. Autumn is your harvest time, right? It's the end of the planting, the end of the growth, so it's harvest time, just before everything goes dormant for the winter. So you don't usually make big change in the autumn, because you know that things that go dormant winter time. So that's why it's saying the career change. Unless, of course, it's your spiritual journey, then it would be a good time. Okay, we're going to get some advice cards for healing yourself. Let me just pick all these. I'll take that one. Remember, these are the ones that were made from channeled messages from Spirit themselves, Spirit guides. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Let's set these down. Put my sage in that bowl so it's not left. I'm going to get some from these as well. True precise messages that you would like the collective to contemplate or heal from. Okay, sorry for reaching past the camera. First up, selenite wand. It's like this. Okay, it's a wand or a stick of the selenite. Pure vibration aids to detect entities from your aura. So if you have caught, especially with the veil being thin, if you don't wear black tourmaline or protect yourself, then when the veil is so thin, dark entities can sneak in and attach themselves to your aura. So get a selenite wand at your nearest metaphysical store, or you can order them online as well. Try to get them raw, because while we do have all these polished stones here, it's said that they go through trauma polishing them, so they have a better vibration. If it's in the raw like this, these aren't selenite, I'm just showing you the raw versus the polished. So these are like a rough, and these are the smooth, polished. So they go through like a tumble machine, causing the energy in that stone to have trauma, and so they actually do better for us if they are in the raw. Just passing that on. Manifestation: plant your seeds and sow them well. Have faith. Tourmalinated quartz, excellent clearing of stress. Crystal healing. Well, we have all crystal cards that came out. They heal holistically, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually level. They realign energies and dissolve the disease at the core or root cause. All right. And nurture your unique talents. Get into mission. Whatever you were given as a talent or a gift, your gifts, your passions, about because you know you're really good at it. Get into mission and use them well. Maybe you play music, read tarot. Even if you don't usually read tarot, but you want to start teaching on YouTube, just open a channel and start. You'll start as a page, but develop into your higher level. Because as you start, then Spirit will give you more gifts to utilize, because all those gifts are within you already. You just have to have them awakened. But Spirit only gives them as you respect the gifts you're given. If you use them to harm people or like black magic, then you won't be given further gifts because you're using them in the wrong manner. Spirit sends you messages, listen for them. Balance. Stellar gateway chakra, it's above your crown chakra. There is the stellar soul chakra, and then the stellar gateway chakra. Many people think there's only 7, and so that's typically what we focus on, is the 7 chakras. Triggers and blessings. When triggered, go within and ask yourself, when have I hurt like this before, as a child, or the very first time you were triggered or felt that way? Then imagine self as a child at that time. Imagine you as an adult. Goes and comfort that child and tell them out loud, I let this go, it doesn't serve me. Tell them that they're safe. Tell them they're okay, they're worthy, they're loved. Do you or they run from arguments? It was based because as a child you were scared, so you avoid confrontation. Balance. Your solar plexus chakra, that's your in the middle of your stomach, below your ribs. That's your powerhouse, your strength, your courage. So it's an orange with yellowish. Alright, and Spirit wants these. We're giving all these. Usually we do these kinds of cards in the end, but Spirit wanted it in the beginning this time. A lot of times we run out of time. Yeah, so when Spirit is talking to you, sending you messages, it's a knowing. You may hear the voice, but usually when you're first starting out, it's just your gut instinct, your yeah, it just froze right there. But it's a knowing, your intuition, which is from your solar plexus. And if you have a question for Spirit, the answer is not yet. Chaos. Things seem unpredictable at this time and moment. Trust and ask Spirit for clarity. Yeah, if it feels like it's a little chaotic and uncertain right now, unpredictable, it's one where in the very thin veil, so you have a lot of energy coming in with the moon energy, right? But then also we're going into Mercury retrograde again, which has really messed up people's communications with cell phones, computers. So take that into effect if it's affecting you that way. Spirit said they know. If you were thinking, does my counterpart know this or that? They know. Do they know you cheated? Yes, they do. But the third-party situations have been ended. Spirit came in with towers and knocked them out of play. So now you just have to heal from the after effects. Go into your inner child healing, forgive them, forgive yourself. And Spirit says something needs to change. Take the leap of faith. Move forward. Take it into mission. And balance and align your chakras. For alignment and activation of your chakras, Jupiter 1111 on YouTube is excellent. She has a great channel for that, and she has a whole file of free chakra activations and alignment videos on there, and she also takes orders, I guess you would say. You can email her. Her link to her information is in below her videos. But again, it's Jupiter 1111. Vision. Visualize 5D for victory. Open your heart. Work on your heart chakra. I got a lot of heart chakra or different chakra activations and balances on here, so I would definitely recommend getting with her on those. And for fun, I'll just put these on the one drawing until I did clear them. These are little witch cards, so if you're offended by the Wiccan or witch spells, you can avoid this message. I'm just going to pull a couple out. Thank you, Spirit. They're just cute. Alright, so what do we have? We have a full moon here. The ring around the moon, which is lighting the shadow self. With the full moon, she flies around the moon, lighting the shadows for the truth to come out. The venomous witch is, this reminds me of the two snakes being separated. They're like the two flames, or the kundalini. Venomous witch, it's, be careful of the people that don't have your highest good in mind. People that gossip in your workspace, perhaps. And this one is the love witch with the little dove, the two birds representing the twin flames. The love witch, I mean, it's all love. Have unconditional love for yourself, because this journey is really about self-love first. Okay? So now we'll get into the reading. I have to clear these so that I have space. I'll do this. I'll put these here. Okay. One for the divine feminine, one for the divine masculine. Thank you. And the masculine, please. Thank you. He gets 2. She gets 1. My deck is upside down, so I'm flipping these over. And now we had the buffalo the last couple days. We've also gotten the unicorn for the feminines quite a bit lately. So the unicorn, this is symbols for the ethers, very much in tune to your divine source, listening to your higher self, working on self in a childlike energy, so enjoying your journey perhaps, and if not, then Spirit says to look at it that way. Look at it as a magical time in your life to get to know you as your true self, to come out of the dark and into the light, and know that all things are possible, and you can see through, using your third eye, you see through the illusions. Okay, the masculines are diving deep into their emotions, doing self-healing, self-work. They know that you are the light. They are listening to their intuition, divine source. They understand the connection, and their heart chakra is opening because of diving deep into their emotion, coming out. And when they come out of their emotions, their heart chakra is opening more and more with this green here. The buffalo, a very earth energy, listening again to divine source, doing the work, still protected, defensive, a little protective of themselves, which is why the heavy coats, the animals for protection. On the bottom of the card, we have 4 of Wands. Awesome. A flipper. 2 flippers. Okay, so we're just gonna for the collective as one. I don't get a collective. The one that's on the floor goes next. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? For the... Okay, try again. It'll come out again. Anything else for the collective? This is just a collective for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Now on the bottom we have Two of Swords, defending the twin flame journey from the karmics, or things that no longer serve them. Okay, so Judgment. They're looking to the divine source for their nourishing, feeding them, helping them to understand the journey to give up the devil energies or their past belief systems. They've uprooted their past belief systems and the way things go, and they are listening to the divine regarding the science of this journey. They are feeling the heat to move forward. Their spirit this is judgment, so spirit's pushing them to feel the heat to move forward towards their high priestess. Their high priestess is keeping things balanced. She's in her power. This is justice. But he's moving forward to his high priestess. Justice is here to continue to balance things out between the dark and light. He knows that she's making sure that he realizes that she is the light to follow the light, and she's bringing in the truth of from the divine source. Balancing things out between the dark and light energy of like the devil energy versus the following the light, so that someone can turn away from and ignore their karmic, ignore the devil energy, ignore the focus on materialistic things, and build their pentacles and build on the science of the journey, holding the staff that they understand in their green robe here, so his heart chakra is opening here, and realizes that there's a divine choice that he needs to choose, which is his high priestess. Again, the science in the moon, knowing that it's a quantum physics, you know, the yin and the yang, the pole, the magnetic pole. Although he is moving slowly towards the calmer waters, out of this devil energy, towards the divine, the chosen one, the one that Spirit is leading him to, so that they can have that family once they are in their intuition, bringing in the fruits of their labor. They know that their inner child are doing the work. They're doing the work for their inner child as well, healing that they play in the background back there. Building on their pentacles, and while they're coming close together, they're coming together. If you know, communicating to each other, there's communication here, happiness, but still on opposite sides of the fence, so this is not in union yet. But with the Empress, he knows that she is the Empress, and she knows her journey. She knows she's birthing this new beginning of what she's manifested. She knows she holds the key to his heart, and she's following the science of the journey. She's following divine source lead, her intuition, her spirit guides with the stars here, and the bull is laid just relaxing beside her, being strong like an ox, because they know the journey is rough, but you have come out of it in your power, Divine Feminines. Standing up for yourself against those that stand against you, holding true to your belief of this journey and to your twin counterpart. Again, the belief of the system, the belief of the journey, these people that are standing against you, are gossiping against you, telling you no, Six of Wands. But you're standing up for yourself in your faith, in your belief. Standing up for your counterpart, protecting one another. Nine of Pentacles, you built, the Divine Feminine is building on her pentacles, her foundation. She's in her heart. She's focusing on her twin, and the science behind the journey. A lot of green here, so her heart chakra is wide open, and she feels the connection. She feels the love. She knows, or feels like it's so close she can touch it, the union. But he's still wearing a mask, so it's slowing things down. The masks have to be removed to come in union. You have to be in truth. To get the Sun card is the happiest card of the deck. She's nurturing the twin flames of her and her counterpart. She's nurturing, holding, protecting them, knowing her ships are coming in. She's relaxed in her belief, spinning the gold, because she knows that the fruits of her labor will come to fruition, where they will be in union. Both parties recognize the connection here with the lovers. They want to come together, be tied together in union. They have the rainbow with the promise, and they know the cup of, they want to bring both cups together for one cup and into calmer waters. This is a 6. Their heart is being healed from the heartbreak that they've had. They're healing one another so that they can come together, and the Divine Masculine can offer the cup of love, the single Ace of Cups, right? It's a divinely correlated or choreographed. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Choreographed divine connection. Let's clarify some cards. We'll start with the Judgment. Clarify the Judgment here. Spirit is for the masculines or feminines. Clarify the Judgment. Thank you. Anything else? A lot of jumpers, a lot of the Divine Masculines want to talk. They want to bring you a message. This moon cycle has brought in much emotions regarding the connection of the two. They know that you're their divine counterpart. They hear you when they try to sleep. They're hearing you. They're feeling you with the emotions and the pain you've gone through. As the King of Swords, he wants to come forth. His sword is down, so he's not quite in his truth, but he's pretty confident in himself. fear, knowing that he's coming forward to the High Priestess. And that's because he's not in his truth yet, so maybe he's still a little sassy. But he's willing to fight for this journey. His head's tipped down. The King of Wands wants to come in with communication. This could also be two different suitors. So you may have someone else coming in with the in your life. That's only for some, and some, if another suitor is coming into your life, then know that that's for a test, so that you choose your King of Wands, the one that has the, you'll recognize because he's your twin. That's only for some. Verify the King of Wands, then verify that the second suitor. Honestly, I really don't want any more tests. The Empress. Yes. The Empress, he sees the King of Wands coming forward to the Empress. He knows that you will birth a new beginning with him. That you are the divine being. She's in her heart chakras open with the green robe. This is creation, creative energy. He wants to create the new beginning with you. Justice King comes in to make sure things are balanced, in case you're entertaining the other choice, perhaps. Yes, stick to the Ace of Wands. The, one soul to two beings. You mirror each other. You feel their passion. You feel one another. You are mirroring one another. You both are aware that you feel like you're in a bubble, but that it's a divine connection. Okay. Anything else for the Justice card? Clarifying the Justice card. Anything else? Judgment again. So the Justice card brings in judgment for you to take that leap of faith forward, following the light. It's a zero. It's a new beginning. The full journey is what the tarot is about. It's the zero card. It's the very before anything else begins, but after the ending. Okay. King of Pentacles. Verify the King of Pentacles, please. Verify King of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, because he's been building his pentacles to come forward with a gift to build on this relationship, this journey, this partnership. He wants to bring forth the building on his pentacles so he can bring forth that gift towards his divine counterpart and bring her the sun, everything she wants under the sun. He knows everything she's been through. Spirit has shown them, given them the vision and the pain that they have put you through. They understand that, so they want to protect you going forward and give you everything under the sun. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Cups. To put an end to the Nine of Swords effort that you have been, that they have put you in under the worry and sleepless nights. They know you're the Queen of Wands, that you are protecting the flame connection, although all this red, they also know because of everything they put you through that you're fiery, feeling defensive, that they've made you feel defensive regarding this, but they are coming in with the communication, happy communication, because they're both smiling, intuitive, using their intuition for the harvest they've worked on with you thus far. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel wants to turn forward to give you this 10 of Cups, because they know you're their star. They know that you're in your emotions, pouring your emotions out to them. They have not come to you with their emotions as of yet, but they know you're their star, and that you're in your emotions, and that you're very gifted and following your intuition, and that you see and know everything because you're using your third eye, and they believe you now, and they're sorry they took you for granted, but they know that you stood by protecting the connection. And same here. Okay, clarify the Empress, clarify the Empress, clarify the Empress, please. They're working to be your Hierophant. They know that you're their High Priestess. They want to be your Hierophant. They know that they have a lot of work to do to bring in that harvest, but they do want to move things forward with you with the Chariot. This Chariot, she is looking very royal in her purple, and up in the divine connection with the star in the top. And these, even though they're slow moving, they're statues, but they're facing forward, so there's going to be forward movement, but it's slow. Have strength and know that Spirit is working with you to bring you the Hierophant. Oh, sorry. The Emperor. Have strength. The Emperor is working on becoming that Hierophant for you. Let's clarify the Six of Wands. Clarify Six of Wands. What are they fighting against and up against? I'm going to change decks here in a second. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse, coming in out of the cold. So you both are coming in out of cold. There's a death to being out in the cold, a death to not being together as one. Temperance is balancing things out. The Knight of Swords is coming forward with his truth. His sword is up. The horse is ready to move forward. Again, a lot of royalty colors, and the wise owl is here, overwatching, giving him advice, telling him he has to be in his truth. And he has received the enlightenment of standing in his truth and moving forward from the divine. He is no longer laying at rest without being in the truth. He's not at rest not being in his truth. He knows he has to move forward. His stance here, bringing the pentacle forward. People are watching, which is why you have the people are watching regarding this connection and his movement forward, which is why you're standing up against those that are standing up against the connection. The Hangman. He has been recently in the Hangman position, contemplating this, trying to go within and make sure how he can come out victorious in this. Page of Wands, bringing that message in. Definitely bringing the message in, or you're getting two messages, because we have two Page of Wands. That doesn't happen. What's this second page for? Maybe we should clarify why we've got 2 pages. Clarify why 2 pages. Maybe it's because we have the 2 Night Kings in the beginning. We'll find out. The Empress. Because she's manifested, she's creating. And celebration, 9 of Cups. It's time to celebrate. Bringing 2 messages. One of something created. So perhaps because she has also birthed, someone might be getting a message regarding a, creation, a new creation of a child, a birth. That's not for everyone. Something to celebrate. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. Sorry, I didn't see this one. This goes to here. Moving forward. 6 of Swords, wanting to move forward. Alright, let's back up. Clarify 6 of Swords. Clarify the message I received for 6 of Swords. Alright, so the message I'm getting and I'm trying to clarify here is the 2 pages of Wands. One is getting a message to move forward with creating this new beginning in a way to celebrate. The other one is that they're moving forward without moving on. Clarify 6 of Swords. Clarify 6 of Swords. Thank you. Moving on, because of the fighting, there's been too much fighting and battling over this. They were struggling with it, so injustice will come in to the Queen of Pentacles. So you have to pick your story. Which one resonates more with y'all? Clarify 9 of Pentacles, please. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. She knows that he's still wearing the mask. He's coming forward, still masked. There's going to be a death to the deceit, the lies. Sorry, I flipped that over. There's going to be a death to the deceit and lies. He's going to come forward in his truth because he knows you're the star and he wants to give you everything under the sun. Clarify the Sun card. We have 3 Sun cards here. Yes. Thank you. Judgment has come in. Saying to have strength, and he's in the hangman position. Someone's in the hangman position. I think this is the feminine, because you have 2 girls, and this one has... Spirit's telling the divine feminine to have strength and go into the hangman and use your higher self, your intuition for guidance. Because remember, this is about self-love, so you're supposed to go in and heal yourself first before you can be in union. For those that aren't doing the work, or perhaps some have decided to continue just focusing on themselves because there's too much deceit. Spirit will just give judgment. They'll bring the Tower to end the deceit, to end the third parties. They'll have faith, go in and listen to your spirit guides in spirit and ask for the answers you seek. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifying more about the Hangman. Ten of Wands. Put down the burdens and come forth. Stop juggling. She can be in her, she's the Queen of Swords is in her truth and in her power now because of the Hangman. She's gone in and gotten her enlightenment from divine source, and he wants to bring the Page of Cups forward with that offer and move things forward. To the lovers, to be together, to tie one tie together. I don't know why I was going to say tie together. They know you were connected, and that you are both healing the hurts from the, from the deceit, from the lies. You both had things to heal from, things to apologize for each other. I have a clip right now. Anything else? Alright. So Divine Masculine's taking the leap of faith forward with the Fool card again, the 0. He knows you're the one. He knows you're the only one, that you're the one he dreamt of, that the divine source is bringing you this divine connection. He's no longer focusing or worried about the other cups that he had, the other options. They're no longer a thing. They're a thing of the past. Spirit will ensure that because deceit does not belong in a divine connection, three-party situations is not a divinely guided. So those energies, those devil energies will be put to rest in order to have this divine cup of love, divine connection. 8 of Pentacles. Spirit will bless this union with prosperity that you both worked on, both worked towards building in love and healing, self-love, and building your prosperity for one another, but first yourself, so that you can bring forth this Ace of Cups to your, it was upright, to your lovers. The Queen of Cups also wants to move forward now with her cup of love, and you have the Moon, but this one looks brighter. If you look at the light on it, it's actually a lot, it just looks brighter. I don't know. It doesn't look as dark. So things have been lightened. Those things that were in the shadows have all been brought to light. Anything else for the Moon? Anything else for the Moon card? Okay. Anything else for the Moon card? To the Hierophant. Because he has now risen to the occasion. He's been enlightened, awakened. Sorry, Spirit, was corrected. He has been awakened to everything, because he is now your equal as the Hierophant, and he knows you're the High Priestess, moving forward in his beliefs of you, the connection, bringing you the 10 of Cups to the one he loves, the 9 of Pentacles. He sees you as very beautiful, blossoming like the butterfly, the one that's held him up in true regard, while you worked on yourself, as you made yourself more stable. No, we're not taking all those. Anything else with this deck? Page of Pentacles, giving the gift. You'll receive many blessings, many gifts, Spirit says. Putting to rest the battles, but you will be victorious in any and in your truth. Okay, hang on. Changing decks. Alright, 5 of Swords. Anything else for the 5 of Swords? Tower is in reverse. So you have been victorious coming through the towers that fell. And I'm hearing blessings. That this tower is, you've come through the past towers, and that this tower that's coming is a good tower, or blessings. Because you worked hard on and been dedicated to this, to working on this, that you were true to this journey. So you get the world. It's been divinely timed. The future gifts regarding the reverse tower is also divine timing. But you know this. You are celebrating in this. As you can see, your arms are wide open, completely trusting in the divine. You've surrendered yourself to the divine for this connection. You've surrendered this connection in the way forward to the divine. Great job. That takes a lot. You know. But you will feel so much better after you surrender, because it just flows. It flows easier with once you surrender it. And no completion. 10 of coins. You each carry the key to one another's hearts, blossoming, and you will be rewarded with abundance. And you will no longer be the Queen of Swords energy. You have been enlightened to other ways without being sharp-tongued. Knight of Swords. He is in his truth. Filtered. He knows to filter his truth, his words. He's filtering his words, his truth of words. Can't get it. He's coming in with truth, but filtered. How's that? That's about the best way I can get that out. But he's coming with as a Page of Cups, bringing you that cup of love. You know he was the Hierophant below. But the Page is an immature energy, so when he comes with the cup of love, it's because he was scared you would be in the Queen of Swords energy. He was afraid you would be cutting and not filtered. Clarify Page of Cups. But you both need to have faith so that you can move forward together. Is that it? So that you can have that 9 of Cups. But it's only one cup that's going to fulfill you truly. Alright? And Spirit says, yeah, have faith like the blue or the white buffalo spirit. There, you will always be provided for. Know yourself, self-discovery, be vulnerable. 6 and 2 is an 8, near completion. Alright, on that, we're going to run out of time any second. So thank you for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe. Namaste.